Good morning, everyone. I hope you are well today, and we are going to do, I got a bit of water there, the December daily. So this was yesterday's. I haven't written anything yet. And then so cute. And now today's is what items can't you live without in winter items you can't live without. Right, so one thing I did yesterday was some block printing. So I block printed some newsprint paper. I love it. And I didn't do Christmas theme, but I just did Christmassy sort of colours. So and I used it to wrap up some presents because we saw some friends yesterday, and I think I'm going to just glue some. Maybe I'll do this piece. These are the bits that I've got left. I didn't bother gluing up, printing up in those bits up there just because I knew that I'll probably cut it off. So it was very, you know, I did very bad cutting, of course. Tear that off. See if we can straighten that up. And I just used my Arteza acrylic paints. Love that red. That red is like my favorite red. It's that pinky red, the raspberry red. Just love it. So I'm going to glue that down. Oh, I'm going to have a favorite wrapping page too. I've wrapped a couple of presents. I've wrapped one present up in it and I really like it. So I'll probably take a photograph when they're more wrapped, and then I'll include it in the journal for favourite wrapping, because I think this might be one. My favourite wrapping has also been my sister's wrapping. My sister is the most amazing wrapper of presents. She really is, and she's done some amazing wrapping in the past. I don't know if I've got any photographs of it. I'll have to have a look. If I find that, I'll have to take, print that out as well. So I really like that. Then we've got our 13. So how is everybody today? Hope you're well. So today the video is going up for the tags. Basically, I had uploaded it. It took quite a long time to upload, and I thought it was all okay. Instead, I published it for a minute, and then I was told the first part was blurry, so then I deleted it, and then it was also told that it went black, so maybe it didn't upload. Oh, I like that there. It didn't upload properly, I don't think. And then the blurry bit, yes, I didn't realise. And this is just a roll of stuff that I bought at the supermarket, and it's just paper, and I really like it. So that was the start of it, and it had that thing on it, and it tore. So I think I'll put that there. Yeah. So I'm wrapping that around the gifts as well this year. And I managed to buy some I was going to make tags, but, you know, I'm a bit disorganized. And I bought a really nice pack of tags. They're really picking up their game here in Italy. Normally I wasn't able to buy all the things that I like. Things like that we can buy in Australia that are, you know, super nice wrapping, where, well, I was able to get some nice wrapping sort of things to this year. So so I was pretty excited about that. They had it in other colors. I probably should go and have another look. I've got to go and get a few little gifty things, so I'll have to head back, and I'll have to head back really early because people, I can't tell you, I told you the last time about the lines in the supermarket. It's just unbelievable. So I think I'll put that there. I'm going to do the writing will be over here, but we'll decorate this just a little bit. I don't want to cover all of that. No, I think I'll put that up there. And now we've got to have a think about it. Just throw those over there. Anything cute here? Oh, so cute. I love all these images. Let me just cut this one out, this one. Isn't that one just gorgeous? These are Mrs. Cogg's images. No, I'm not going to put that one there. Okay. Now let me see here. Any embroideries that might go. Oops, that goes with the other thing. Okay, put that over there. Just cut this one out. So that's a good size, that one. Oh, and so the antique market in my town had been cancelled. Then they decided to, because I'm on the mailing list of the people that organise it, so I know when it's happening. They got permission to put it on this weekend, even though it was meant to be last weekend. So I went. I did go and have a look, and I'm just cutting out a few things that might suit. So yeah, then I went to have a look this morning, and I wanted to see if the people that sell all of the embroideries were there, but they are quite often, if there's not space, and they've made them more social distance more, if there's not space, they're quite often mean to them and they don't let them participate. I think there's a lot of jealousy because they sell a lot, because they have really good prices, and there are other people who have textiles, but they're very expensive, so I don't stop at them because they're sort of rip-offs. Unless they didn't know it was on. They might not have known about the change. They might not have been informed. But I know that the Italians tried to boot them out and they disappeared for a while, and I was really upset about it. See, I like that. It's very mean, and they're not Italian. They're from, I think they're Albanian, and they're a very nice family. And it's their livelihood. And just because they have a lot of good stuff and they sell a lot, it's just typical behaviour here. Don't pick up your game and be competitive. They just try and get you kicked out. That's what they do. Anyway, so they weren't there, so I was really disappointed. They obviously didn't let them all. I like that even more, but I might like this bigger one. Yeah, so I was disappointed they weren't there. But they have told me before that sometimes they don't let them, if there's not enough space, they don't let them participate. And there's another lady that has good textiles that I used to see her at my one that hasn't been on since February. And then I saw her at this other one that I discovered, but then that one hasn't been on either. And it probably won't be on again until January if they decide to put it back on. And she said they don't let her in my town in either. I think I'll put the bigger one in. Okay, kind of covering up a bit the painting, but we'll put that there. I like that page. So yeah, but I bought 2 plates for €2 each, 2 sort of dessert plates or bread and butter plates, and I bought a beautiful jug for €20, but it's from the 1800s, in fairly good condition, and it's very big. And I want to use it for flowers and things when it's flower season. I just really liked it. And I got a few old Indian blocks for printing. Yeah. That guy was there. There were some nice things there. It was nice just to have a walk around, but not the things that we're looking for. Okay, so that's that. Don't know if I want anything else. I might. Just want to have a look at this. There was one that had some old books, but some of them were in terrible condition, and he was telling me some very expensive prices. Like one, I probably wouldn't even buy it if he said €5 to me, because there was so much mold on the book. It was it was just literally, if you picked it up, it would have all crumbled. in your hands. That's how bad it was. Just want to try a few more labels here. I'm thinking I might like a label. I just feel like I just need one more thing there. Don't know why, I just feel like I do. Now I'm going to, I can't say her last name. Her first name is Emily, this lady that I've been watching. Now, how did I come across Emily? I can't remember. I might have just come across her looking up December Daily or something, because, you know, I've never done a December Daily before, so this is like my first time. I think I have the red, but let me just cut this one out too. And I came across her, and her name is Emily something. K, it begins with K. I think Emily, I don't know if Emily watches my channel. I know she follows me on Instagram, but I think she might be married to a Japanese man, because she's an English lady, very nice to listen to, who lives in Japan. How exciting. And one time she even did a tour of a Japan, I think it might have been Daiso, or what do I prefer? Maybe that one. After all of that, I went back to the first one. She went round the Japanese stationery store. Oh my goodness. It's one of those places, like, there's so much that I would end up coming out without buying hardly anything, because I get overwhelmed. That's what happens. Anyway, she's really great to watch. I really like her style. So I'll link her below. She's a new channel, fairly new. Well, new channel to me. I haven't seen her before. So I think I'll link her below, so that way if anybody wants to go and watch, you can. So I quite like that. I don't think I'm going to put any more of my painted paper there. I'm going to put, possibly, just move those. I might put a little bit of Florentine paper, just a second. Just slip those back in my little folder here. Now that I'm that much more organised, just grab this out. Oh, or what about some ledger paper? I had some I thought I had pulled out a piece of ledger paper, but I don't think it's here. Where did I put that piece of ledger paper? I had a piece of ledger paper I was thinking of putting in there as well, and I didn't. Don't know where it is. I don't want those. I want the ledger paper, but I don't know where it is. I don't want the one that I painted. I had another piece that wasn't painted. I will use this somewhere, but not here. Or maybe I could use it here. Oh, I'm just having a little idea. So if I rip that out there, for example, and put that there, that might work. Maybe we'll try it. If it doesn't work, you can always cover it up. I only need a little space to write. Don't need a big space. Or I could have some, just have some. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, maybe I'll have the book page. I think I'll have the book page. I'm going to do the book page. You'll see why in a minute. You'll see why in a minute. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how my idea is going to turn out, but we will see. As I say, you can always cover it up if you don't like it. Just cover it up. So that was the magazine page in the very beginning, and I attached it to this page to extend it. I'm going to put that there, and that will tie it in with that page. Now, to do some painting, guys. So I thought I would paint. Do I need any more paper? I don't know. Put that there. And across there. That might work. I'm going to rip it down even further. It's just paper. It's not the end of the world. It's what we've got to remind ourselves. Because I only want a small area to write on this one, I think. Okay, so let's move this all out of the way. I don't need any of that stuff right now. Don't need my glue right now. I'll just put my glue book over there, scissors over here. I've got my water already organised. I brought my towel. I always have my palette nearby. Very handy. Very handy to have this Arteza one. Or, you know, there are other brands as well. And at this time I brought in my acrylics. They do take up a lot of space. Now, as you know, Arteza did give these to me. All of the Arteza products I've been given, and I tried them out in past videos. So I don't actually need blue, I don't think. So put blue over there. Don't need pink. I might need yellow. Green and red and yellow. And I need brown. So end up having to pull out so many. Put those over. Put these in here. Okay, and I'll put those down on the ground just in case there's something there that I might need. And I'll move that one over there. Now, what am I going to paint? Grab a pencil. I might have to do a little drawing. Something that won't take too long. Just put that in there. Do a wreath. Paint a wreath. Or we could have something going like that. Maybe I'll paint a wreath. I don't want to cover them up completely, but I think I'll draw a circle. Wait, I've got my circle thing here somewhere. Oops, oh, drop things on the floor. How big do I want it? Yeah, something like that. And then I'll just do a light circle. I bought this at Kmart in Australia many moons ago before I even knew how to do anything. Not that I know how to do much now, I just sort of make it up. Okay, so I think I'm going to use... I probably need to do a colour chart of these. I haven't done a colour chart of these colours. I probably should. I think I'll use this colour to start off with. It's Viridian Green. But I might not use it pure. I might grab some... No, I don't want that one. Oxide yellow, maybe. Now, I know you can hardly see my circle. Oh, look, the lid top came off. Oh, that's not very good. Yeah, oxide yellow is that ochre-y sort of yellow. That's going to dry out. That lid's come off. I'll have to see if I can glue that back together. That's not very good. Right, I've got my what are they called? Brushes. Make some space for them. Okay, so get some water happening. Yes, that green's a little bit bright for my liking, but if I put the yellow in, it dulls it down a bit. I could add red. Red also dulls it down, but I wanted to go a bit more yellowy. Get enough water in there to make it flow. I think I want it a bit darker. Where's the reds? I think the reds were over here. This is that nice. That's the red I used there. That's the carmine red. It's really nice. That's better. So I've added a bit of that yellow and a bit of the red to the Viridian Green. Now I think I like it more. Yes. Maybe a bit more red. Just a touch. You just add a touch. Because you don't want it to become brown. You just want to sort of darken it a bit. Okay, I'll pull my sleeve up. Now, what are we going to do here? We're just going to do random sort of leaves, I guess. So a little stem. Whoops. A bit nervous doing this on camera. Got a bit of water in there. So I'm not starting off with a drawing, so I have to make it up. And then we'll have I don't know how it's going to look with the already painted paper underneath, but it doesn't matter. And this is, I'm painting on paper that's been printed on the inkjet. Doesn't seem, nothing bad seems to be happening. I have to turn my book around. So I'll just do a few of these. I'll just start there and then go like that. It's a bit thick. I'm not going to worry about it because I think by the time you, and please do not take any painting lessons from me because I am not, as you know, a painter. You can take the making it up as you go tips, but nothing else. If you want to learn to paint, go and watch one of the proper painters. You look at that, that's terrible. I'm painting at a bad angle, you see. That's my excuse. They've gotten bigger and bigger as I go around. Did anybody notice? It's just a bit of fun. Not selling it. Not hanging it on the wall. Don't have to look at it if I don't want to. Okay. Now, I'll get a different green. Olive green. Wonder how that one is. I really do need to do a colour chart of these, don't I? Oh yes, it's olivey. I didn't even wash my brush. I'm going to add some yellow to it. That yellow that I had out before, I can't remember what it's called. Okay, I might just do some, well no, first actually, let me just wash that off for a second, although I could have probably kept that on there and I need to get a thinner brush. I'll try this thin brush. Are they the same? That one's a 0, no they're not the same, that's a 4. I'm going to get a brown. I got Mars brown. And I'm just going to add a bit of green to it just to tone it down a bit. Yeah, that's better. I want to do just some little thin sort of branches here. We'll see how this is going to work out. I might need to use this thin brush for what I want to do. Okay, maybe one coming down in there. Okay, so wash that off. Now I'm going to get that olivey green. I'm not very good at doing these. I struggle with them. I'm going to do kind of like the pine needles. Hopefully you can see. I'm just making this up as I go. Okay, I don't mind that. So let's do this one. Need to get a bit more paint. Like, and I'm not going to bother with, you know, too much shading or anything like that. Just come back over with a bit more paint on them. It's just really decorative. It's not supposed to be realistic or anything like that. And the inkjet printed paper doesn't seem to mind at all. The ink is staying on there. It's not, I don't have too much water in the paint, so I guess that helps, doesn't it? Do that one. One thing my aunt, she's really good at painting. One thing she taught me was to help steady your hand, you put your little pinky finger down and you let it sit on there. Also, so you don't have your hand right down on the page like that. Especially me, I tend to smudge things. Trying to make them a little bit sort of wispy, but you know, it is what it is. I just felt like we hadn't done any direct painting in here for a bit. Okay. In my mind, I would love to paint a little birdie in there. But I have to think, what does a bird look like? Will I be able to do that? I don't think so. I don't think I'll attempt it on screen for sure. Now, okay, I think that'll do. I mean, it kind of blends in, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to do some more. I probably, I could have maybe just do some little, just make it up, do some little teeny tiny things in there. Just little messy, spritty things. They really don't have a point except for filling in gaps. Okay, and then I think I need to do a bit more on that. Looks a bit more red. It seems to already be drying. I'm not used to the paint that's drying. I just sort of want to go over these a little bit, give them a bit more oomph, I think. Because they're a bit pale, a bit blending in. I want them to stand out a bit more. Won't take me long. Just trying to get around quickly. See, that didn't take long. Okay, and now I'm going to put some berries. Might use this one, see if this colour's dried out. I put little berries. So now you can see how you can do just your messy little paintings for a bit of fun in your book. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. It's just for us to enjoy. Not even doing perfect circles. Nothing's perfect. I feel like it needs something in the center. It does need something in the center. It needs a little bird, but I don't know what birds look like. What do birds look like? How was my little birdie that I did? Let me have a look at it. I could paint the little bird that I did on my house. There it is. Oh, I can paint that. Let's draw it. What did it look like? It's like that pencil's hopeless. Like that, and with the tail shooting up like that. And the little like that, and then a little beak. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to colour the bird in. First I'm going to paint the body. Hope I don't smudge into my berries. I'll put another layer on when it dries. It'll dry in a minute. I want to grab another red, a different red. Or I could add a touch of green to that red. I don't want it that dark. It's not red enough. Went a little bit purpley. I want it more red, but I just want to like change the tone of my red for the tail. That's better. Let's see. Yes, that's better. What's deeper? Slightly deeper. Got to remember to not go on my berries because they're wet. And sometimes bits grow, they become bigger because you have to adjust them because you didn't do it properly. And then you have to add a little bit more just to make it better. Okay, I'll wash that. And I will try to put, even though it's not quite dry, another layer on here. Got more here, just put that over there. Put it on thicker. Okay. So I might have to pause the video afterwards and let those dry. I need orange. Did I bring orange up? Oh, here we go. I've got orange here. Orange, yellow, that'll do. I'll do the beak because I'll do the white afterwards. But I want to do all the colours first because otherwise I'll blend them into my white, I think. Okay, and then I've still got brown here. So I'm going to do the little, just going to have little cute. Okay, so they have to dry a little bit before I can go on. I'm not going to put even an attempt to put the white until the red's dry because I'll make pink. So I just want to put something down here. I'm not 100% happy with down there. Don't know whether I want that there. No, I don't. So put the brushes up there. $1 million question. What do I put there? Probably something that's winter items you can't live without. Huh. Oh, I like that. Got nothing. Well, there you go. There's a church. I quite like that. You could have doodled all the winter items couldn't live without, but I think I'm going to put that there. Totally bizarre page, but you should be used to that by now. Everything's sort of all over the place. I'm just thinking, I'm going to stick something behind that just a sec. Oops, I'm losing bits. Doing this portion here. I just feel like I need something. No, not that one. I was hoping that Dreams etc. would have something just to give it a bit of a pop. No. Pop behind it. I don't know if you can see, I've got paints everywhere. That might be too far up. No. So that idea is not happening. None of those. Oh, what about this one? I think. No. Okay. Where's my papers gone? I can't find them now. Okay, well, we'll just stick that down. And I might doodle something or do something else. I might be able to put, it's sort of dried a little bit, so I might be able to do some white, I think. I know that little top of that berry looks like its eye. See, this one, the lid broke. So I don't even know if this white's going to work now. We had to wrap it up in cling wrap because the lid broke. I don't know if anything will come out. Oh, it did. Oh, so that did work. Just clean that off and put it back in there then. It did work. And seal it. Good. Now I'll go into my clean water. I've got 2 jars of water. I learnt that from Shader. I bought her course, but of course I haven't watched it, have I? I only watched the beginning bit of it. And the bit that I learnt was that you needed to have 2 glasses of water. Now the problem with, and I think I painted with gouache there, so that's going to reactivate, isn't it? So I'll have to be careful not to go over. This is acrylic, but underneath is gouache. So I'll have to be careful there. Okay, that's the thing about acrylics, is quite often some colours are not very they're, you need to go over them a few times. They're not they're a bit transparent. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, but I can go into my red again. I'm going to try and stay away from the white, because I'll make pink, as I told you. That'll do. The little birdie's going to have little white dots on it. Okay, so I do need to do the white again, and then I can, when that dries, I can do the eye. Oh, I'm glad I put a bird in the center. So I'll let that dry. I'll pause the video, I'll let it dry, and then I will come back. See you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Let me see if I'm recording. Okay, so I just put another coat of white. That's enough. I'm not going to mess about with it too much more. And I just used the Posca pen, the white Posca pen, and put my dots on. I just put some little brown lines on the tail. I think that's all I'll do. I'm very happy with that. So then I thought, I'm not going to do any more painting, but I thought, what are the winter items you can't live without? Well, first of all, I need to have my coffee. So I'm just going to grab a micron pen, and I like the number 5, I think, for doodling. I haven't tried the other ones. So that's why I use the number 5, and I'll probably make a mess of it. Hopefully not. I'm going to draw a little mug here. I'm not going to paint them. It's a big mug. So it's my coffee. It's a big mug of coffee. That's all year round, really. And we might have dots on that mug, something different. I'll colour that in afterwards. And then my woolly jumper, can't live without that. Now this is going to be funny. I know they usually have a turtleneck. Just put a little ribbing down there. Oh, very wonky. Most normal people would do it in pencil first. That's my jumper. And we'll draw a snowflake on it, I think. Not that I wear them with a snowflake, but we'll just do it just because it's winter. I certainly don't wear jumpers with snowflakes, I can tell you that. They're very plain. It's a little jumper. Scarf. How will I draw my scarf? Gloves sometimes, yes. I might draw a glove. We'll just do a simple glove. And we'll put a snowflake on there, different one. So sometimes gloves, and then we need a scarf. There's the scarf. And sometimes it's blowing in the wind. My scarf. And a blanket, but I can't, I'm not going to draw a blanket, but I will draw, you know what I will draw? My little, it's the little lid. I'll draw my little hot water bottle, because I like carrying that around. I love the comfort that the hot water, I've got heating and I'm not cold, but I love the comfort that the hot water bottle gives me. That looks like a flask, but it's a hot water bottle. And it's actually pink. Should I colour it in pink? Why not? What? No, it's not that colour. Just a second. Oh, dropping things. Let me see here. Oh, here's it. It's pink, so we'll colour it in pink. It's not working very well. That's my hot water bottle. It's actually a paler pink than that, but this will do. And the tap is white, so we'll leave that. There we go. That's my thing. Now, I'm going to colour in my jumper. This colour, I think. What colour is this? It's not exactly the colour of my jumper, but you've seen me wear that sort of turquoisey one. I wear that one quite a bit. So we'll colour it in that colour. Totally got nothing to do with the painting at the top. Totally different colours. Care factor is 0 because it's my book. Very messy colouring in. I won't win a prize for colouring in, that's for sure. It's not going through, that's good. And, well, my mugs are beige, but I think I'll colour that mug in red. Even though I don't have a red mug. We will colour it in red. There we go. And my scarf is actually grey. Oh, I know. I've got a Posca pen that's a dark grey. Do I have it working? That's not the dark grey one. Where's the dark grey one? That's black. Here it is. What colour? No, that's gold. That one's black. I haven't opened that one yet. Where's the other one? Now, why can't I see it? It's on the table. Oh, it's over there. Now, my scarf is actually a darker grey than this. It's nearly black. But I'm going to colour it in with the Posca pen. That'll probably go through because these are paint pens. Oh, no. That goes on every morning when every morning. If I go out. Anytime I go out, that goes on. There we go. My gloves are actually black, but I won't do them black. I'll do them, let's just do them green so we have Christmassy colours, but they're actually black. So we'll just do them this nice green. The other thing that I would feel like I can't live without in winter is snow, but it doesn't snow. So I do live without it, but I think I'm going to put some snow with the white Posca pen here on the scene. Snowing. Why not? Snowing there. That solved that problem, didn't it? There's some snow coming over here as well. I'd love to not be able to live without snow, but we don't get much. So here's hoping. I'll put the snow all the way up here just to stay in theme. A little bit of snow on my page because that's what I'm hoping for. And maybe a little bit more over here. And then I just wanted to put little dots. Even though my scarf does not have any dots, I felt like it was a bit bland with the grey. And so I'm going to put some dots all over it. It's a very fashionable scarf. And there we have it. Oh, I should colour in those little flakes. I think I'll colour them in red. I don't like seeing that little pop there. Oh, and I wanted to do one more thing. I wanted to make my dots stand out in my mug, so I was going to colour them in with this. I think that looks a bit better. There we go. That's my crazy page. So I probably should write. I'll write it afterwards. It's a crazy page today. Really crazy page, but that is how it went. Winter items you can't live without. I can't think of anything else. Have to have my coffee, have to have my turtleneck jumper, have to have my scarf, gloves, yes, as it gets colder. I do wear gloves and my hot water bottle. I'd love to say a fireplace, but I don't have one. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, and of course your winter coat, but I'm not going to, I've done my jumper, that'll do. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of crazy painting, bit of messy collage, a few random doodles and crazy collaging over there. So that's it today. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.